Proud of the win. Proud of the way that our kids fought through in the second half. Obviously didn't play as well as we would like the second half, but I think that's also a credit to Tennessee State. You know, we had multiple times where we had a large lead. Those kids don't quit, and they just kept chipping away. We never could just extend it and put them away. And so, you know, I don't think their record is indicative of the team that they are. I told Coach Kearns and I told their senior, Tia Wooten, I think they're right there. I think they're going to beat a lot of teams in our conference. They're hard to guard, they're hard to defend, and those kids just don't quit. And obviously they were also without, you know, their leading scorer, Taylor Roberts, tonight. But at the same time, I just, you know, while when you can get a win and feel like you didn't play as well as you're capable of playing and still win by 11, you got to take that and you got to be proud of that. Now, there's a lot of things that we got to get better from. There's a lot of things that we got to work on. We still got to figure out how to put 4 quarters together and 4 solid quarters together. But again, just proud of our kids and proud of our fight and proud of the way that they're responding and making plays when we have to.
Questions? Coach, you know, first half y'all came out firing on all cylinders. How did you all build that lead up?
Well, yeah, I think it was a multitude of things. I thought we were getting stops in the first half, so I thought we were getting some offense off of our defense. I thought we were attacking, and I thought, you know, in the first quarter, I thought we took pretty good care of the basketball. You know, and we were getting shooter shots. You know, we were also getting to the paint and doing some good things in the paint as well. And so, you know, offensively, you know, that we've been playing, scoring enough points to win. You know, the biggest thing that I think we got to take from especially the last 2 games, I think we have to get back to defending like this team is capable of defending. I think we are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Not the best, okay, but I think we're, you know, we can be one of the best, and we have been up until the last 2 games. And so we've lost a little bit of our sharpness, a little bit of our focus, a little bit of our swagger on the defensive end, with the exception of this one right here. And so we just got to get back to just our fundamentals and being solid on the defensive end and getting stops, because that's where it starts. You know, that's where your offense starts. You know, if you can get stops, and you can, especially us, we want to get out in transition and we want to push pace. And so we've got to be able to defend a little better than we have the last 2 games.
And then in the second half, when they kept cutting it down, how did you bring it back out of that?
Yeah, well, I thought we had kids that hit huge shots. You know, I thought Jordan Brock hit a big 3. I thought Abby Buckner hit 2 big 3s in the second half. And I just thought, you know, we also got some easy layups in transition a couple times out of their press. And so every time, and this is what I like about our team, you know, while I could focus on the fact that we keep losing the lead, you know, I want to make sure that I also focus on the positives, that our kids are responding. Now, again, does that mean that I'm okay that we're not able to extend the league? No, and that's still a work in progress for us, and we're not there yet. But it also tells me that our ceiling is still really high, you know, and we can still play. We haven't played our best basketball yet, and so we've just got to keep moving towards that each and every day, and trying to, you know, fix the little deficiencies that we have. You know, I thought in the second half, the first half we held TSU and SIUE are the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. They both averaged 18 offensive boards. TSU got 14 tonight, but 11 of those were in the second half. We did a great job in the first half. They only had 3 offensive boards. And then we started giving up middle drives. We started not boxing out. We started getting a lot of fouls called and sending them to the free throw line. You know, they got to the free throw line 25 times tonight. And so that is not normal for us. And so so we got to fix some things on that defensive end.
Anacia, a great night for you out there tonight. What does it mean to you to be able to contribute so much?
You know, not being able to play for 3 years, really.
Yeah.
I got to do something, so I just
It's all
leave.
built up,
Yeah.
and it's coming out now.
It's coming out. I got to leave a legacy when I'm gone. I mean, I have
How'd you do
another
that
year.
out there tonight?
You know, just play, relax, confidence, just have my sister's back, and that's what I wanted to do.
You know, confidence is contagious, you know, and her confidence for us right now is contagious. And even though defensively we're not playing as well as we want to or we need to, I think her teammates also know, when they get beat, I mean, she's going to be right there. I mean, she was one block shy of a triple-double tonight, and that's pretty impressive. And she's playing at a very, very high level, and I think her teammates are feeding off of that right now.
And then just, you've closed the chapter on TSU, your first, you're done with your first OVC team. How does it feel to be done with TSU and be at 5-0 in OVC?
Well, I think anytime you can beat a team twice, and I am really glad that we don't have to go back to TSU.
Right.
They're very, very hard. They're a very difficult team for us to play anyway because they're so athletic, trapping. They you just have to prepare for so many things that they do preparation-wise. Obviously I'm glad that we've already gone on the road there and played. And anytime you can go 2-0 against any team in this league, that's big. That's really, really big. And so, we again, and I say it every time I come in here, they just asked me on the radio, was I aware of how many we had won in a row? I can't tell you. I'm not keeping up with that. We're not talking about that. That's not our goal. We're not talking about any of that. Our goal is literally just to be better tomorrow than we were today, and we've got a lot of improvements to make tomorrow. And we've got a huge game, a road game on Saturday, and we're excited about getting on the road. It's been great to be back at home and be in front of our fans, and I'm so excited about what I see building with our fan base and how special that's becoming. There's going to come a time when this place is packed for these kids, and it's getting there. It's growing, and it's not because of the who we play, it's because of our how these kids play. And I think people are starting to see the special bond and how hard they play, and I think you're starting to see that in our stands, and so it's been great to be back at home, but we've played really well on the road, and Jacksonville will be a great challenge. That is one of the toughest places in our league to win. They're one of the most physical teams in our league, and so we are going to have to play at a very, very high level to give ourselves a chance on Saturday.
Coach, you're up over 80% from the free throw line again as a team. You've been over 75, I think, in like 7 of your past 8 games, something like that. Is there an added comfortability level knowing that if you find yourself in a close game at the end, that you have the ability to go to the line, knock those down? And does that make you a little more confident?
Yeah, I think it just all comes with confidence. I think on the offensive end right now, we're a very confident basketball team, and it's because while Jordan was OVC Player of the Week, and had an unbelievable week last week. They can't just key in on Jordan though, and a lot of teams are going to. They feel like they're going to have to try to take her away. But if you take her away, you can still go down the list and line of kids stepping up and making plays. And so I just think, when you have that, it takes a little pressure off of you going to the free throw line. When you're struggling scoring, and then you're having to step to the free throw line and score, that's when it gets a little bit tighter. But I think our kids are really confident on the offensive end. We've got to get that confidence and that swagger back on the defensive end moving forward, and we will. We're very capable, but we just got to get locked in again and get back to being disciplined and fundamental on the defensive end.
Sure, and I think it starts with your guard tandem, Akia and Ken. That's the thing. They can't key on Jordan because those two are capable of making anyone play very well.
Absolutely. And I've always said this. I learned this from my boss that I worked for 9 years at Vanderbilt, and Melanie Balcom, one of the best offensive minds in the game. She always talked about how she loved having 2 point guards on the floor at all times. And we've got, we're able to have 2 point guards on the floor when we have those 2 kids on the floor, and they're tough to guard off the bounce, and they're 2 of our better defenders as well. And so they're kind of our motor a little bit, so to speak, and set the tone on both ends of the floor for us.
Anacia, you also tied the school record for a single game block total. It's probably not something that you're going to reflect on right now, but to know that you went through all those challenges that you went through, and now your name will be in that tech record book for who knows how long. What does that mean to you?
I just want to inspire the young ones that's coming after me, just to see, hey, she's been through a lot. If I go through a lot, that's okay. I can push through it, and I just work hard every day. So, yeah.
I mean, what a great role model, and not just Nacy, you know, but we have so many young women in that locker room. But what a great role model for the younger kids to be able to look at her and the adversity that she's fought through and what her response has been. She couldn't control it, and all she did was just she kept responding. She kept coming back each and every day and kept working hard. And I mean, she would probably tell you this. I mean, there were times where she probably wondered if she would ever get back on that court. She wondered, but she never gave in, and she just kept pushing through. And you know, it's just it is so heartwarming to see what she's able to do right now.
All right, thank you, ladies.